Hi everyone, I just thought I would show you real quick how I am making the mermaid tails and shells for the soap that I'm going to be making. It's a mess, but I have this little silicone mermaid tail mold, and it does take a while to do all of the one at a time, the melt and pour. So I decided to try this. I have just some white soap that I had extra from a project. I think it's about 5 days old. And I thought I would try to see if I could mold this. So I decided to just take a piece and I push it in the mold. It's still real workable at this point, so I just kind of press it down firmly, and I take this, I guess it's a cheese thing, and this looks like cream cheese, but I pull it back and kind of push it around and just make sure everything is filled in the best that I can. And then it is still soft, so it's a little bit hard to get out sometimes, but so there's the mermaid tail. So then what I'm doing, because I want them to be gold, I have gold everywhere and on this little plate here. So all I do, where'd my tail go? There it is. I spray it with a tiny bit of rubbing alcohol on both sides because I want all of it to be gold. And I just take my brush and brush it on there. And I did find that sometimes it was easier to just put it down in and rub it around. But then I didn't want a ton of extra on it, so I kind of rub a little bit off, and then I just take a tiny knife, and I hope you guys can see. I just kind of put a few little lines in it, like a mermaid tail. Like that. And so I'm making those, and then I also have an assortment of different shells. This was actually a fondant mat that I found a while back at Michael's or AC Moore, and I just have white melt and pour in here, and I just pop one of them out and kind of do the same thing. I spray it a little, and also I found that just taking it with my fingers and rubbing it on looks really cool on the shells, because then you can still see the detail of the shell. Whoops. And I do both sides. Plus then there won't be extra flying around. You know, you have it kind of rubbed in good. So that's one of the shells. And I'll do another one. This little cute shell. Same thing. Sometimes I spray it, sometimes I don't. But I will. Spray it and just kind of rub it all in. And there's another little shell. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these, and then I will turn the video back on when it is time to make the soap. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm going to go ahead and make the mermaid soap to use for my embeds, and I will show you my embeds before I pipe. This fragrance is called Mermaid Kisses, and it's from Nature's Garden. And I have used it, I'm straining my lye because it has a little bit of lint in it. I've used this fragrance several times before, and it does rise and it does accelerate. So, but it's very popular. So I make the sacrifice to make the soap, even though it's a pain. So what I'm going to do is I will pour the fragrance in each color right before I pour it. Instead of putting them all in and then, you know, pouring, I'll do it right before I pour. And hopefully it won't be too crazy and I can pipe, because I want to pipe on top. But I am using Turquoise Mica from Nurture Soap. I also have Magic Purple from Be Scented. I have, what is this? Sky Blue Mica from Workshop Heritage. And then I have Groovy Green from Be Scented. I'm just going to use a tiny, tiny bit of that. And then also I have white. My base is going to be, I don't know what my base is going to be. I just know those are the colors I'm going to use. And I have embeds for the top. Alright, so that's all I'm going to blend this because I do not want to make it any thicker. I don't know what's wrong with my stick blender. I think it's going to break. Alright, so one of those is going to be white. I don't think I'll have my base color white. I'll have that white. I'll probably do like maybe a pretty turquoise. Maybe that turquoise and add a little bit of blue or white to it to get another color. I don't really know. I like to mix colors and see what I can come up with. So that'll be the green because I just want a little bit. Alright, this is going to be, let's go with turquoise. That's such a pretty color, so sparkly. Okay, turquoise. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to add a little bit of this blue and see what it looks like. Alright, then I'm going to do, I want a purple. I'm almost out of this purple. I got to get more. Oh, that's probably enough. Okay. Then I'm going to do blue. Alright, this one over here is going to be the green. And then we have, I forgot my cream. Oh, oh well. It's in there now. Okay, so this will be white, and I'll mix this one up first. back. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. I put this in one bag, and I mixed the white and blue and put it in this bag. I had extra of this, the turquoise that wouldn't fit, so I just spread it on the top. And I have a bag that's a little bit larger, and I'm going to hopefully fit the two of these in this bag. Now, I have a large rose tip. It's a Wilton 125, and the small end, I'm going to kind of do a ruffle. So the small end, I want to be the blue and the white color. So I'm going to make sure I put that on the small side. The first thing I'm going to do is cut the tips of these about the same. And it's a good idea to have about the same in each bag. It just makes it, when it comes out, it kind of makes it more even so you don't end up with a lot of one color left. And you want to cut your tips about the same also. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and slide these in. Hopefully they will fit into this bag. I was really surprised this, it wanted to rice. You could tell it wanted to rice, but I could stir it out with a spatula. So it actually played decent this time. Now let me show you my embeds really quick. I made all of these, which I showed you in the video. So these are the tails, how the tails turned out. And I really kind of wanted gold in the soap, and I thought like a really pretty pale turquoise theme would be pretty, but I just did that with my Beach Bum soap. I layered it and I put gold mica lines, which I don't have a video of because my camera screwed up at that point. So I really wanted to do gold. So I have the tails I'm going to put on each piece. And I also have all of these little shells that I'm going to just kind of place around. Now, I don't know how this ruffle is going to look. I've never done it before. I'm hoping it kind of looks a little bit like waves, maybe. Hopefully. Sorry, that's kind of annoying. Just want to make sure they're even. You can kind of see they're lined up. So then I just kind of lift up the bag and shake them down. And try to press both of the colors. So, okay, so that's ready to pipe. Let me put these over here. I also have these little decorative sprinkles. I don't have very many left. They're just tiny little pearls. This is blush pink, but they look white. And I got them from Nature's Garden a long time ago. I don't know if they still sell these or not, but I'm going to put them on the top, kind of looking like pearls. So, let's see how this looks. I hope you guys can see. I'm going to move this over just a little bit like that. I'm going to kind of do it at an angle, so I want to start over here. You might be able to see better once I get out of this corner. I kind of did this with the creamy vanilla. This isn't exactly what I thought it was going to look like. I'm kind of doing it more upright than I did the creamy vanilla. If you saw that video, I kind of did them more laying down. Now, I'm not too worried if this is, looks perfect or anything, because I'm going to be putting the tails and the shells. Doesn't that look cool? I'll have to show you guys. I'll hold it up closer when I'm finished. I'm just kind of moving it back and forth. The skinny end of the tip is up. You can see over here, you can see more of the turquoise color, and then I got to be more of the blue, but look how pretty that looks. It looks, you can see the blue and the white on the top. So I have a little extra. I'm just going to save that, put it in a sample mold or something. And I think what I'm going to do real quick is measure. I forgot to mark my thing, so I'm going to... back to cut mermaid kisses. Now, the problem with this, and I knew it was going to happen, was it was going to be too tall to go through my log splitter with the embeds on the top. So I actually had to very carefully cut this with a knife. And this is the middle loaf. I've already cut some of it, some of the outside pieces, and I wanted to show you a couple of the designs that came up that I thought were really pretty. It looks kind of like a fancy vase or something. And then there was this one, which I thought was really pretty. Looks like a butterfly, I think. And then this one isn't as pretty, but it's still kind of cool. And I was excited because it was one thing I felt like I was missing with my bigger wooden mold, was to be able to do, you know, like I can't really do wall pour or anything like that. So I was excited to kind of have a cool design in the middle. So let's go ahead and cut this middle loaf. These are going to be a little bit narrower because, well, almost looks a little bit like that too, but this is just a small one I would probably give as a sample or something. Yeah, when I knew I had to cut it with a knife, I was like, this isn't going to be good, because as hard as I try, it's hard to get them even, but it's a cool size, and I'm doing it a little bit chunkier. And you can see the cute mermaid tail, and it's really sparkly with the little shell and the pearls. I will try to see if there's any other cool designs in these, just to show you guys. Oh, that's a cool side. Okay, so let's wait and see what this next one looks like. That one's pretty cool. I love that one. I'm going to try to keep them together so that I can use them when I take pictures. I think I swirled this with the spoon, and then I did the skewer. And the reason I did that was because I found when I just used the spoon, I didn't swirl it enough, and the swirls didn't look as wispy. So when I go back through with the skewer, it seemed like it really swirled it better. Oh, that's a cool one. I'll wait and see what that side looks like. And that one is kind of cool. And it does smell really good. I don't think that one is, no, that one's just swirly. And that's the last one. You can see a little bit of the tail down there. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next video.